Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys, and thanks for tuning in. Let's talk about going where you are needed. That is a specialty of a medium tank. You can see I'm here on my Lansen C. What the heck? I just tried to show you what's going on. Oh, geez, there we go. Lansen C. Start over. No, I'm not starting over. 357 middle tier, 1 artillery, and we're here on Murovanka. Spawned into the north spawn. It's an encounter battle. So we're going to talk about going where you're needed. That is the speciality of medium tanks. I'm going to miss a wheel tank here because I missed them. Yeah, they're fast and hard to hit, and that's my excuse. I'm going to go over to the Magic Forest. Well, is that what it's called? Does everybody know that? If you're an older player, you understand what I'm talking about. This has been changed several times, actually, this area right here. It used to be called, in the day, the Magic Forest because it was quite forested, but now it is a pretty interesting battle zone, to be quite honest. So I've gone into this area, and on encounter, it's my contention you went over here first and then you come back. But it is a map where you can get in trouble if you get stuffed over here. I'm going to anticipate this 25 TP coming. I get a shot on him. I actually track him at the same time for a wonder. I have seen enemy teams cap out and stop you from getting to the cap. So you do have to win. You have to play well, obviously. Another shot into T25 TAP. We have a couple guys over at the cap, and we really have a pretty hard force pushing into here. And I'm going to come back over, try to get rid of this T25 TP. It's a tier 9 tank. Nice to get him off the board. Down he goes. And we've got the 3A and the Object 430 in a bit of trouble over here. T28 has a big game. He drones in there. Good on him for bringing a heavily armored assault TD in with a bit of support from the mediums and lights and just punching people right in the face. Really nice job on his part with the shot. Unfortunately, I only crit damage the 3A, and I see the 430 making a runner, and let's see if we can't take him down, or at least reduce some hit points. That's outstanding. He's down to a one-shot, and the super's coming in. Down goes the 430. But you can see that we really haven't invested much over on the west side, and that's actually good, even though we're still not doing great at 3 and 4. Quite a few campers back in the back on the enemy team, keeping us honest. We did lose the 43 TR. I'm going to come up over here and do a little circle action with a relatively fast light tank. Or not light tank, sorry, medium tank. We get around him. And maybe another shot as I go by. Boom, we'll put a shot on him. For a whole 5 for the kill. And I eat 300, not 400, but 399 from a tier 7 T43 derp gun. Man, that hurt. Damaged my engine, and I'd already fixed something earlier. I believe it was a gun or an ammo rack. We've got a medium tank in the back. So I have gone over there. We've basically won this. I'll need to go and make sure this stinking EBR goes away. But then I notice another one of the dang things coming up behind, causing chaos. Good news is his wheels are damaged, and he's a bit slow. So I'm able to get a better shot than normally I might. And the enemy's starting to think about, all right, we need to start capping because we're losing over in the forest there. And they really didn't send anybody over here, so why don't we jump on cap and see if we can't win that way, and I'm going to go where I'm needed. I noticed this, even though my engine's damaged, and I'm going to head back over towards cap to help the team make sure we don't get capped. Now, they're super Pershing, the other EBR, the T43, those guys are all kind of hanging out back there, and that's fine. We've got enough tanks over there to take care of them. Our Tortoise, relatively slow on our T28. They do have to be careful about being surrounded and jumped on, but they are moving into the enemy over there. I would have preferred if they'd have come back, but this is what we've got. I noticed him a little bit late. I'm going to take a kind of bad shot here. Really needed RNG to be my friend. I'm going to cross this open area, get a bit lucky. The convoy's not looking at me, thank goodness. And we'll keep on headed over here. We got a 53 TP enemy tank sitting back there, and it looks like their Charioteer is the tank that got on cap, which is not really the best tank to jump on cap with. Not a bunch of armor, and fortunately, both the Scorpion and the T71DA react before I do and are able to munch this Charioteer. The EBR's coming in looking for some free shots. Scorpion's getting hammered by multiple people. 53 TP comes up. I'm going to try to get a shot on him. He gets a shot in there and I bounce. Scorpion's bumming, getting hammered, and down he goes. And down goes the EBR 75 FL10. So let's talk again, going where you're needed. Do I really need to be here? No, I don't want to face up a 53 TP, so I'm going to head out of here. We've taken care of that situation. And we'll head off this way. Now, obviously, I didn't even get any shots in there. I got one shot in the 53 TP, but I went where the problem was. Good on my two teammates who cleared it up before I got there and had to deal with it. And now we're going to flex back over here. Now, do have to be careful moving through these buildings. The Su-152, the Conway, potentially the Super, all may have shots on me right here. Even the 4053 TP from up on the hill. So I do have to fade away using the circles and try to minimize the ability of the enemy to spot me and shoot me in the side. But what I want to do is get back over and start helping the T-28 and Tortoise. Unfortunately, because they kept pushing in on that side, I've got a long ways to go. So at this point, fading maybe way too wide. I was worried about the Su-152 having moved up a little bit into town. The T-71 DA is doing a nice job going in there to spot, and here I come back around. So a bit of a circuitous route. I went too far around the edge. I wish I was actually another 100 meters closer. I could bring my gun into play much sooner. But we're starting to get an advantage at 11 and 9. Having won the forest, come back and dealt with a unwise attempt to cap, and now folding in and around the rest of their tanks, which are all stuck in the middle. Not a great place to be, especially without a scout. A couple TDs that are going to have a hard time battling from multiple directions, other than the Conway that has a turret. So we'll come in here, we'll get a shot on that dude. We'll drop 262. 262, wow, that was a low roll. SU-152 gets destroyed by the T-71 DA. A little shot into the back of the Conway, and we'll just keep on pressing. I figure the Tortoise has him. I'm not even going to bother with it. Yep, there he goes. And we'll just push in on the 53 TP. I'll take a shot on the run, and I get hit by Hardy. And I immediately fix. I immediately drop, even though it's a 20,000 silver kit, I drop that thing because I just want to get in here and get more hit points. Your DPM is something that you have to do now in the game. So if you want to maximize it, don't worry about dropping 20,000 silver. Who cares? Because the DPM is on the board right now. Silver you can get at any time. But when you're taking a look at your individual game and DPM, you want to maximize your ability to do that, and dropping 20,000 silver, you might as well. The problem is, what I'm only going to get is spotting, because I wait, and I miss completely. Because I'm stunned. Why? Well, if I'd had another kit, I would have used it in order to fix the stun right there. But down he goes, I get the spotting. 2,439, 807 assist damage in there. And go where you're needed, wherever that is on the map. Don't get tunnel vision and keep on trucking down the same way. The speed of your tank has a lot to do with your capability to do that. But you can even do it in slow tanks. Notice that I had my engine damaged, and I said, you know what, I need to get over there and deal with that situation over there right now. And I started moving that direction pretty darn early. Not as fast as the Scorpion and the T-71, who actually also had a very good game. Kudos to him. A couple tanks had a lot more damage than I did on this one. I think the T-71 and the T-28 and potentially the Tortoise are three of them right there, or at least similar damage to me in this game. So start working on that skill, going where you're needed, reading the map, taking a look at what's going on in the match, and help your team win. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it, and we will see you.